What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. This one is about stimming. I've been wanting to make this video for a long time. My daughter Abigail has a lot of stims. Cows have nothing to do with the video. You guys just make a good backdrop. Is that cool? You're looking good. Keep it up. My daughter has a lot of autistic stims, and I wanted to share some of them with you and some information about stimming and just kind of how us as neurotypicals understand stimming behaviors. I also posed the question over on Twitter, so make sure you follow me on Twitter and go check out that post. I asked autistics, why do you stim? What benefits does it do for you? You know, what's the purpose of it? So make sure go check out my Twitter, and you can see what they have to say, because I'm not autistic. This is just what I understand from my experiences with my daughter, what my family understands.
This stim we call fish bubbles. Abby has been doing this stim for years, and it's personally my favorite stim. I think it's soothing for her, and it's a happy stim. Oftentimes Abigail will combine stims, so this is her fish bubbles and rocking stim. Abigail's yelling stim. Honestly, not my favorite.
So stimming is like any kind of repetitive behavior. It's like you guys see Abby flapping and yelling and doing, her little finger thingies and stuff like that. So, there's like repetitive behaviors, and I think that it is to self-regulate because lots of stimulus is coming in and she doesn't always know how to deal with that. So stims are a way to help her manage.
This is Abigail's rocking stim. Sometimes she does it when she's content and happy. Other times she will do it when she's upset to help self-soothe.
Autistic stimming behaviors, to me, are something that people with autism use to self-regulate themselves when they get into situations or just everyday life that is overwhelming for them. They get all this stimuli, but the way their brain works, they need help processing. So the stimming, whatever it may be, helps them get through their days.
Now this is Abigail's squeezing stim. I believe she does this when she's seeking that deep pressure, basically contracting all muscles at once.
Does that make you tired afterwards? Whew, it's like every muscle in your body.
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah, get another one in.
There.
Even your toes.
So I think that Abigail stims to help her regulate herself. I think she does it when she's excited, when she's nervous or anxious, and I think that she just has... I like that she's able to do that and help herself just calm down.
This one we call squints. Abigail does this. Sometimes she'll contract her whole face. Sometimes it's just her eyes. We first thought that she might need glasses, but we did have her vision checked.
One thing that I always want to know is why. What is causing the stim that my daughter is doing at the moment? Is it just because she enjoys it, which sometimes it is. Sometimes she's receiving sensory input that she really likes. Other times it's to offset other sensory input that may be negative, that she may not be enjoying, that she needs to override. And then what can I do to remove those things from her environment, or to help her be more comfortable in her environment? Sometimes that answer is just to let her stim and let her manage it herself, because that's what's going to work best for her. And that that brings me to a point. We don't suppress any of her stims because it is what she needs to regulate. As you'll see from what my family says, we all agree, like it's a necessary thing that Abigail needs, like a lot of autistic people need, to self-regulate for their environment. Normal, everyday, seemingly typical things can really have a major effect on people. Things that you may walk through a room and never even notice can adversely affect someone else's day. Now, not all stims are good stims. There are self-injurious stims where the person is injuring themselves one way or another. One of Abigail's was a gagging stim. She would actually gag herself to the point where she would throw up. And obviously, if you're throwing up often, it can do damage to your throat, damage to your teeth. So it's something that we can't allow her to do. We have to block her from doing it. Other people might bite themselves or pick at their skin, things like that. Those type of behaviors, they are also self-stimulatory behaviors, stimming behaviors. So unfortunately, not all of them are good. Not all of them are beneficial, but they're all the same as far as being regulatory behaviors. And a lot of times our job as caregivers is to help them to manage their environment so that those stimming behaviors don't come up. So what can you do to help someone that has these stimming behaviors? Well, a lot of the times nothing. A lot of the times you just need to let them self-regulate. Let them do these behaviors that are going to improve their quality of life and help them navigate their world. Other times, if the stimming is a result of significant sensory input that has a negative impact on their life, remove that sensory input or help them to find another location where that is not an issue. If the ceiling fan in their room bothers them, replace their ceiling fan or don't turn it on. Sometimes finding these things can be a real challenge. Ways to help. It could be the humming of a certain kind of light bulb in a room. It could be something that simple that's really setting someone off and giving them a hard time. So as they're doing their best to cope with the world around them, do your best to help them do that. And remember, they're the pros. They know what they need, so try to facilitate that. I hear a motorcycle running, which means my dad's ready to load up, so I gotta go. Thanks for watching. Hope you learned something. If you can educate me on anything about this, if you have your own stimming behaviors you'd like to share, your own thoughts on the subject, let me know down in the comments. We'll see you next time. Bye.
We don't get to experience how they live life, so the stimming, whatever it may be, helps them get through their days.
I'm just following you around. Like, stop following me, Dad. Give me music. What? A snack? And fish? And a snack? And all the things?
You look so cute on camera.
Tomorrow's Tuesday.
Yeah.